Welcome survivors, I'm GP with the latest ARK news. Did you know that ARK Survival Ascended is being built from the ground up, and it's not just going to simply be an upgrade of Survival Evolved to a new engine, it's going to have a ton of new systems and mechanics. There's been little in terms of real detail provided about exactly what Survival Ascended is going to look like. And what detail has actually been provided has changed multiple times to the point many people are confused as to what is going on. So here is a concise, well, kind of everything we know about ARK Survival Ascended, the Unreal Engine 5 remaster of ARK Survival Evolved. Survival Ascended is now due to be released in October 2023. Studio Wildcard's cinematics director recently tweeted out stating that Survival Ascended isn't a simple up-res of assets. They are rebuilding everything from the ground up, and there are a ton of new systems that aren't even in Survival Evolved. This goes some way towards giving an understanding of what is involved and why there's been a delay. The problem here is simply showing us assets each week doesn't help anyone understand the true scale of the remaster, and what we need is more detail about these features. Survival Ascended will be released as an early access title with a launch price of $39.99 for an unspecified time period before rising to $44.99, with a planned late 2024 official release. ASA will be available on PC, Xbox Series SX and PlayStation 5. The launch will include the island map along with the Survival of the Fittest game mode. Scorched Earth will now be releasing in December, followed by Ragnarok and Aberration in early 2024, with the remaining official DLCs releasing in order amongst the community maps. This includes a pushback on the timescales that were originally provided in the roadmap back in April. There will be no server transfers at launch, meaning players cannot move their survivors from one island map to another, with server transfers being enabled once Scorched Earth releases in December. Every map, including the community maps, will be getting a brand new exclusive community voted creature, with Scorched Earth and Ragnarok creatures already chosen as the Fasolasuchus and the Gigantoraptor respectively. Survival Ascended will be supporting the following new features, possibly at launch. Unreal Engine 5.2 overhaul with Nanite, Lumen and RTX DI. Dynamic water, interactive foliage, Unreal Engine 5 performance gains, instanced rendering, threaded server networking and native physics engine. Cross-platform anti-cheat, art assets being upgraded throughout the entire game. Newly designed holiday events taking advantage of the next-gen pipeline, released as mods so they're always available to play. Further improvements include an updated minimap with things like pan, zoom and pings, new structures such as display cases and smaller tech teleporters, and building quality of life improvements with snap fixes, increased foundation support, foundation height adjustments and more. A queuing system, new third-person camera with the option to opt out, directional sprinting and walking, a ping system, gamepad cursor, chibi slot and skins tab, and balance passes covering things like cave entrances, mechs, aberration creatures, and more breedable creatures. Furthermore, there will be dynamic navigation mesh and creature pathfinding overhaul, a photo mode, NVIDIA DLSS, dino and baby management quality of life, wild babies, snap point improvements, character creation and customization improvements, and cross-platform multiplayer and full blueprint modding. Mods will be available for Xbox and PlayStation through the support of Overwolf. And that was not an exhaustive list, there is more said to be coming. This list alone gives an idea of the scale of work involved. However, it would go a long way towards appeasing the community if more details were provided on each of these features. ARK's product manager has indicated that they are leaning towards kicking off ASA old school without the additions that dropped in later DLCs, although this is still being discussed internally. So things like cryopods being in the game at release are uncertain at this stage. A brand new canonical story expansion pack will be released, which will also be including 4 new creatures. Further details on this new DLC are expected later on, and with the recent delays, its Q4 2023 release will see a pushback into 2024. The true understanding of what ARK Survival Ascended will be like will come from the gameplay reveal, which is said to be coming closer to the launch to provide a completely ready best representation of the final product. So far, only assets have been shown that provide a comparison between Survival Evolved and Survival Ascended, with these expected to continue up until we get closer to the launch when we should see the gameplay. And again, these assets don't really show off the scope of the project and what we should be expecting to see in the game. That's your concise everything we know so far about ARK Survival Ascended. Survivors, if you don't want to miss out on all the latest ARK news, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.